Well, guys, it appears it happened. I left a review on Orcs Must Die, Death Trap. And the retards at Microsoft, they got some reports from some morons, some professional retard victims who wanted to come after my review for Orcs Must Die, Death Trap. Now, this video will be coming out at some point, the gameplay video. You will get to see me play that game and see a lot of my thoughts around the game as I played it. And I will be coming out with a review video discussing this game, discussing my thoughts about the game itself and also some of the DEI elements. Some people say that the intro was woke, and I don't remember there being an intro to the game, so I might need to check back up on that. The game, regardless, is DEI. It's made by DEI sycophants, but regardless of the fact, I made a review. And I want to be very clear about something here. For one, I apologize for absolutely nothing. And as you know with the thumbnail to the video, what happened with Microsoft is that they hit me for generalized nudity, sexual content, and or inappropriate content violation. Okay. From my review. Okay, you freaking retard clowns. And by the way, I've given thousands of dollars to Microsoft as a customer. You pieces of filth that you're going to come after your customer and treat them as a prisoner in their own country. How dare you? And I'm going to be very clear about this. Anyone that infringes the First Amendment, you are owed the death penalty. You are owed the death penalty. Too many men died in America for freedom of speech just so that you can sit there and stomp on the necks of Americans for freedom of speech. I said nothing that was wrong. I said everything that was right according to what I believed through my rhetorical sense. But you wish to sit there and you wish to silence one side over the other. And let's be very clear about this. The left, in this review section, they're not being silenced. Oh, that's interesting. So they get to have carte blanche or whatever, en bloc. They get to have all at it. Rashing on right-wingers. But then the right-wingers, they fight back at the left. And they have the threats of censorship. And this is always how it works with the left. Remember this. The left only has threats, they only have violence, they only have virtue signaling or virtue smuggling to win their arguments. They can't win their arguments outside of any of these methods. On top of, especially when everything proves to fail and they cannot threaten, they cannot pressure you into their stance, what do? They will then censor you, they will then silence you, so then they force the victory status quo. And this is why platforms like Reddit is the way it is. And this is why platforms like so many other leftist platforms, it's just a leftist hive mind where everyone agrees about BS. Because the right wing is not allowed to punch back. The left is highly disrespectful. They are corrosive little leeches on both culture and society and economy. They get away with what they get away with because they censor the other side. Nobody likes them. Nobody wants to be around them. But because they silence everybody, you only have their position heard. Only their position spoken for. Now, this is what really disappoints me is that Trump apparently did an executive order for freedom of speech, and especially including with these online platforms. Well, funnily enough, I guess, for some reason that just it's not in effect. I don't know why. But I'm disappointed because I don't know what the frick Trump's doing, but it's not making any. And again, this needs to be punishable by death. This needs to be punishable by the death penalty. You are infringing on Americans and their right to free speech. Screw you, you piece of frickin' filth. Screw you, by the way, this is what they are, Marxists. I'm done with you Marxist pieces of filth. You are a Marxist. You are a piece of filth. You deserve the death penalty. How dare you infringe upon Americans? You are not American. They love to sit there and vilify fascism. You know why they do that? So that you don't think about Marxism, because that's who these people are. That's how they operate. That's what they're operating through. And that's how they're justifying everything that they weaponize their principles throughout. To be very clear. So, right now we have these retard clowns, and of course, I guess they have more power than the government, more power than the Constitution, which is just great to see. They can have power over you, that you don't have your voice, that you don't get to sit there when these pieces of filth, the left, these Marxists, they speak against you and they're disrespectful towards you. And right now, what are they doing? They're trying to make fun of people who say woke, even though woke is very accurate. And you're calling out a cat as a cat, a dog as a dog. They're trying to make fun of you and say, oh, you're saying woke. That immediately disqualifies you from the conversation. That makes you ridiculous to listen to. Yeah, guess what, you little freaking woke-tard? You are woke. What you stand for is woke. Your products that push wokeness is woke. Because it's all progressivism, egalitarianism. That's what it is. And you can't take it when people call you for what you are. And you can't win the argument, you can't win the conversation unless you just make a straw man. And that's what they do, by the way. They can make anything sound wrong. Once they've all agreed, oh, these anti-wokers, oh, they're so stupid. Am I right, sisters? Am I right? Then you start fearing to say the word woke. Why? Because they'll just make fun of you and they will immediately discredit you for just saying a word. Well, they can do this with anything. Hey guys, let's be healthy today. If enough people say we need to be healthy, not fat, they'll make fun of you. Oh, you're one of those health and fitness freaks, aren't you? Oh, look at you and your stupid opinion. That's what they do. So then you start to fear saying health and fitness because you don't want to be immediately discredited by a freaking sycophantic freak for your position. And you don't want other people to sit there and agree with the sycophantic freak for calling you out as a health and fitness fanatic or Puritan, right? So that's what they do. The only way they can win these arguments is not through rhetoric, not through reason, not through the truth, not through reality, not through being correct, right. No, it's about, no matter how wrong they are, affect the Overton window, affect the optics, bro. You gotta be within the optics, bro. And that's what they do. They play with the optics until they win. So I'm going to be sharing with you my review that got Microsoft to come after me saying that, oh, this is an infringement. By the way, there's tons of reviews out there. And I am so sick and tired of this. Platforms like these used to not be so stringent on speech. They only became stringent on speech, and there's no good reason, by the way, to be stringent on speech because everything's just fine. When you allow freedom of speech, things are just fine. But they make up that the whole world will come burning down if you allow freedom of speech. These are retards. They can't accept to live in a world outside of their bubble. And they act like everyone's going to die. Literally, lives are at danger if citizens, not criminals within their own country, speak their mind. And that's why they have to create it, by the way. Because it's like, how dare you? You are infringing upon citizens, not criminals. That's why they have to make up that, hate speech and all this crap and say that it's a crime. They have to make up these crimes now to make up that you're a criminal. So that then, that's why you shouldn't be treated as a fellow citizen because you're a criminal. Screw you, you Marxist pieces of filth. And again, this is why they attack fascism, is so that you don't pay attention to the real enemy. Fascism was never the real enemy. It's always been these Marxists. And yes, by the way, these Marxists, they've killed many, 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 many more than anyone throughout history. Remember that. The left are always the arbiters of death. They are the death cult. Death penalty for these sycophantic criminals, and that's what they are. Especially infringing upon the First Amendment. How this is not a criminal offense, literally punishable by death. I don't know. It is beside me how these freaks are not punished to the absolute extreme. Screw you. So let's be very clear about this. The only way they win arguments is by silencing everyone that pushes back. I did nothing wrong in my review, which I will be going through with you in a second here. I did nothing wrong. And in fact, it was pretty funny. And that was the intention, was to be pretty funny. But because a couple of little freaking queers, they got up in their fifis and they clutched their pearls. Oh my gosh, my feelings are hurt. You must be silenced. Well, now because of that, I got a slew, and there's a bunch of repeat emails from Microsoft. I got like 20 or 30 emails from Microsoft threatening my account. After I gave them how much money, after I gave them how much business, I'm gonna say this right now, fuck yourself, Microsoft. Fuck yourself. You piece of, I want to keep on going here. I want to keep on cursing. I'm just gonna say that, all right? You are a Marxist piece of filth. Death by penalty, right there. Just penalty by death. Penalty by death. You deserve it. You deserve the death penalty. You are a piece of filth. And it's disappointing to see that whatever it is that Trump did, supposedly, it's just not in effect, or it doesn't matter. I don't know. Executive orders do not matter unless a Democrat does it for some reason. Executive orders mean absolutely nothing unless a Democrat does it. Ridiculous. So, I'm sick and tired of these leftists where they believe that they're the only ones that deserve a seat to the table. That they are the only ones that deserve the First Amendment, free speech. That they're the only ones that deserve to speak their minds. That they can offend people and insult people as much as they wish, but you can't offend and insult them. I love these rules for thee and not for me. And I love those retard sycophantic freaks out there. There's so many leftists out there, bro. So many of them. And I've covered some of them on my channel. Regardless. There's so many of them out there. They feel sorry for themselves. They're like, oh, the right wing. Oh, the right wing. Oh, they're so crazy. They're so intense. Meanwhile, on your own effing side, you silence everybody. And there's zero pushback to what you effing freaks say. Because you silence people. And this absolutely justifies a revolution. This absolutely justifies a revolution. And I mean revolution to the fullest extreme. Yeah, you think Jan 6th was bad? Which was just a bunch of Fed agents? You deserve much worse. And I freaking mean it. And right now, what these mother effers, what they're freaking calling for right now, in all kinds of ways, onto freaking right-wingers and also Trump, you deserve to get rounded up. You deserve it. Because you effing freaks, you sit there and you think that you're the only ones that get to say whatever it is that you want to say. Because you think you sit on the moral high horse all day. And you can just say, we should assassinate this guy. Straight up JFK him. Oh, really? JFK, the sitting president, the elected president. Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, and you just get to say that. You just get that and nothing happens. And then you got the other freaking freaks. They say all their crap, and then they actually commit to actual violence, and they do it over and over again, and then they say to you, don't be violent. No. You freaking freaks, you will push it so far that one day will come, and everyone's had it with you, and you will be rounded up. It's that simple. And you deserve it too. You deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. So, there's my preamble. We're going to go into some of these reviews here, and I'm going to share with you, first and foremost, my review. Nothing wrong was done, but of course, that's the point. Nothing wrong was done. It's all about enforcing that they're right, because they're never correct. It's never been that way. And by the way, wokeness, these freaking retards now are sitting here saying that, oh, the wokeness era is done. People have had enough with DEI and all this stuff. You freaking retards. Nobody ever liked this stuff to begin with. They took over the culture, these Marxists. That's what they did. People still sit there and act like the Red Scare was ridiculous. No, the communists took over. You freaking retards. Anytime the right wing gets upset about anything, it's always smoke and mirrors. It's always, you're making it up. It's not a big deal. You freaking tard. You piece of filth. Habitual liar. Unacceptable. No, this is real. By the way, this game has a 2.4 because it's trash. The absolute pieces of filth, these individuals, absolute pieces of filth, that they want to sit there and they want to make up what reality is. And that you don't have the right to push back onto them. Because for some reason there's something wrong with you. And when there is anything like the Red Scare, apparently you're making it up. You're freaking ridiculous. Even though there's a bunch of Marxists that are actually infiltrating you, that there's a bunch of wokies that have infiltrated gaming and movies and television. And we have countless and countless and countless evidence of this. But still you get made fun of. Oh, you're woke. Sorry. Oh, you say woke. Oh, you say anti-wokes. You're an anti-woker. Oh, you're so stupid. They make fun of you. They make fun of you all the time for saying just saying that a dog's a dog and a cat is a cat, a man is a man and a woman is a woman. They make fun of you for saying the truth as it is. And also, as you have the authority to do so, you speak your mind as well. They also attack you for that. You have the absolute authority to speak your mind. And there is no acceptable reality where you are not allowed to speak what is authentic to your own mind, because these leftists, they're allowed to say whatever it is they want. They're allowed to sit there and say anti-white dog crap and say, oh, you're just white. That's why you don't like DEI. Oh, you're just white. That's why you don't like people storming into your country. All these immigrants. Oh, you're just white this. Oh, you're just white that. Oh, they want to replace you. They want to attack you. They want to go out of their way. They are targeting white people, and they will make fun of you until you are dead. But right, it's all made up. Even though they're very clear about their stance, even though they're very clear, and they've shown their hand multiple times, and you see the problems that comes with it. Right now, American culture is dead. Why do you think that is? Because these retards took everything over. That's why. Even leftists are going back to old films because they know that their modern dog trash sucks. But then yet they'll sit there and they'll trash on you for calling out the problem for what it is. So one last time, Microsoft came after me and they sent me a bunch of emails. A lot of them are duplicates for whatever reason, I don't know. I mean, it's like a bot just glitched out or something, or an employee just spammed the report button and they just got really angry and they want to troll me. It seems like I trigger a lot of employees because this is not the first time. And there's other times. I've spoken about this before. If you know, you know. Employees of these companies, they seem to, oh, isn't that weird that they always hire a bunch of woke sycophants, by the way? Oh, that's interesting, but wokeness isn't real, you frickin' tard. But they hit me for hate speech. Hate speech doesn't exist, and by the way, if you want to play by hate speech, okay, then I can start making up that you are hate speech against me. You want to play this freaking game, leftists? It's time. It's time for right-wingers to get serious. It is time. It is time to hit these people for freaking hate speech. It's time to hit them for everything. You want to play by freaking retard rules? Then let's play by retard rules. You want to play with fire? Let's play with fire. It's time. It's time. You freaking leftists. You deserve everything. You deserve your revolution. And it deserves to usurp you and your piece of filth on news. Screw you. So, they hit me for hate speech. They hit me for nudity. Okay. Sexual content and inappropriate content. Okay. And I guess they hit me for other random things that then didn't get shared in the email. Whatever. Again, I think I shared one of the emails in the thumbnail here. So whatever. Here we go. You want to see the horrible review I wrote? Horrible review, which is in response, and I will show you, it's in response to retard shills in here that are trashing on the fellow reviewers that I'm gonna stick up for and with against this dog crap. I'm sick and tired of these freaks censoring Americans. I'm sick and tired of these freaks censoring people who don't agree with them. I'm sick and tired of them enforcing their politics and then acting like you're obviously wrong and they're obviously right when all they do is silence you. And by the way, when they can't silence you, they will defame you. Again, they will virtue smuggle, they will virtue signal, they will sit there, threaten you, they will censor you, they will silence you in whatever way they can. They will make it so that, and then they will defame you. They will do all these things so that they don't have rhetoric. They don't have reason. Again, the number one things they will call you, by the way, when they can't win an argument, Nazi, fascist, they will call you racist, sexist, bigot, phobe this, phobe that. That's what they call you. They call you all these terms and definitions, and also rapist. They'll call you a rapist, and that doesn't work. They'll call you other things. They'll call you and just defame you. All these random things. Again, death penalty. These freaks deserve the death penalty. Abso-freaking-lutely. There's a reason why the founding fathers said, give me liberty or give me death. And if you have to abide by tyrannical retards like this, yeah, there's going to be a whole new definition to give me liberty or give me death. You pieces of filth. These people, they deserve the worst. They deserve the absolute worst. So here we go. We're going to go into, right here, the review. Give me a moment. And I will be very clear. I am so sick and tired of the left and all their terms and all their definitions. There's so many things that they say, and they just make up reality as they go. I'm sick and tired of these freaks. I've had it with you. You all think that you're just going to win people over to your position by silencing them, by pressuring them. I can't believe that Trump right now is in office. He has no power, apparently. So these people have more power than the government. Keep that in mind. Yeah, and nothing should be done about them. Yeah, I'm sure. Okay. It looks like we need a constitution now for freaking companies, because they have more power than the government itself now. They even supersede the Constitution. Unbelievable. So here we go. So let's be clear about the context here. These leftist retards, they're making fun of people saying DEI bad, saying DEI, woke. They're making fun of you for that. They're making fun of you for calling something out for exactly what it is, calling a cat and a dog, okay? They're making fun of you for that. So I'm here and I'm like, okay, well, screw these little pieces of filth. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna make fun of you. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna freaking poke you in the freaking forehead. Because screw you sitting there and acting like that you can just make fun of people for calling something what it is. So, of course, right here I'm being a little troll about my review for the game. And largely I just say my thoughts regardless. And I have an actual video I'm coming out with to actually share my thoughts. So whatever. You know, these people, their whole thing, reviewing a game like this, is just a grandstand on their politics. That's all it is. And by the way, the game is not largely woke, but it's definitely woke, and it's made by wokies, all right? Let's not overlook this. Feminism is latent everywhere in this game. Women are literally, like, the only fighters of anything are women. Roles that clearly go to men is just going to women. The cat character in this game, for some reason, is a female, and I don't know why. Anyway. Oh, man. It's just, this game is super female-centric. The men take a back seat in this game. The men are freaking doofus, dork, loser, weirdos. And they're submissive to the women. It's just, anyways, this game is feminist. It's made by feminists. But, of course, like all these retards think and say, you have to be told it's woke in order to believe that woke is woke. Golly. I mean... If you have to be told that propaganda is propaganda, you're a freaking retard. So here we go. DEI, bad. Trump, 2025, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And I couldn't find the infinity sign, but I wanted to say comma infinity after that. Anyways. So, I saw leftoids trash my fellow compatriots, men of culture receiving no culture. Thus, I have awoken, dear leftoids. Let me explain. DEI trash. Now we're in caps because I'm being a troll about it. Because again, I'll show you their freaking reviews. This is just me being, just basically, what you say doesn't matter. DEI trash with diversity cast of forced brown. Why, is that a problem now, saying forced brown? Forced brown? Yeah, they're brown. Yeah, there's a brown chick. Okay, she's black actually, but yeah, She's a forced brown chick, you know, actually black, but I just wanted to say brown. She's a forced black chick in the game, okay? Forced character that's black. Nothing wrong with saying that. Screw you, leftists. Again, they have to censor people. They can say whatever they want. You can't say anything that you want. Oh, interesting. Plus, horny she-cat. Now, the reason I say this is I make a bunch of jokes. Dude, you have a chick that basically sounds like an erotica novelist voice actress, okay? She's like, it's supposed to be a hot chick voice actress, obviously, and she speaks in like a low-key sexual way. And it's a freaking cat character, okay? It's weird. And I swear to God that one of the developers is a furry or something, and they get off the freaking animals, and they're like, I see my wife in this woman. It's just, you know, when they were hiring the voice actress, it's like, bro, why is she saying these things? Like, she sounds, it's like she's in heat, bro. Why does she sound like she's turned on? Did you give her these notes? It's like, no, bro, it's normal. Just let me jerk off in peace, bro. She's real to me. I love my cat. Animals are humans too. And then that's what it sounds like. I mean, this guy, whoever they are, they made the cat that's a woman for some reason. Should have been a dude. Clearly should have been a dude. It's a freaking assassin character, whatever. They made the freaking female cat sound like, say random weird things. And she's like trying to come across as sexually alluring. It's really weird in the voice acting, okay? So anyways, that's why I say, and there's nothing wrong with saying the horny she-cat. And yeah, that's the way they designed it. But again, there's nothing wrong with saying horny she-cat. So what, we can't say that anymore? There were for many years, this was never a problem saying this. But again, they want to make up new rules and definitions. Again, where do the rules end? You just want to keep on making up rules. No one said anything wrong here so far, but you want to keep on making up rules. And I guess we're making up these rules right here. Screw you. By the way, there was a point in time where Microsoft actually deleted a bunch of reviews, I think prior to 2017 or 2018, because I can't find those reviews anymore that I used to leave for a lot of games. So I don't know what it is, but like Microsoft is just a bunch of leftist cucks, and I guess they did a hard wipeout of their platform, maybe, and then I don't know. Now they're trying to enforce new ideas of what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. I mean, they're just trying to do a blank slate here. I mean, it's just screw you, Microsoft. Freedom of speech, penalty by death. Screw you. You don't deserve life. You're infringing the First Amendment. Anyways, so then I said, so right, forced brown plus horny she-cat because, you know, forced diversity, also degenerate furry crap equals bad. That's what I'm saying here. In a joking manner. It's funny. Except unless you're a leftist, then you don't think anything's funny and you just seethe all day because you're a freaking retard. Women are leaders, men are punks, and that's all the characters in this game. The dudes are basically punks and the women are leaders, specifically Gabriella or whatever the frick she is. By the way, the sorceress chick, she used to be freaking hot in the past games. She had this enormous, huge breast, enormous breast. You can look it up. An amazing cleavage. It's like, bro, I would clap her breasts out of 10. But then for some reason they sat there and they decided to just fully cover her up for the last two games, Orcs Must Die 3 and Death Trap, okay? They decided to cover her up because they went feminist. They even have a photo of her, you know, looking over her shoulder towards the camera so you can't see her breasts. But she's in her old outfit that used to have insane cleavage and she had enormous breasts. And now you see her outfit in this game, she's completely covered up. You can still tell that she's busty, but the man, right? It's like they really tried to pack it in. So screw you, you pieces of filth. Anyways. So game is stale, low content. The game is stale and it has low content. Less content, by the way, than Orcs Must Die 3. Has less content. That's ridiculous. Then I said, 5-star reviewers smell. Nothing wrong with saying that. Unless it cuts too deep. If you cut too deep, right? So if your argument's too effective, then I guess you got to get reported and then enacted upon by hate speech or whatever. Even though everyone says things about other reviewers in here, you are not allowed to say that. Oh, okay. So again, rules for thee and not for me. F yourself. And think mommy is daddy. Again, screw you, you freaking weirdos who think that a man is a woman and a woman is a man. But again, this is funny, but of course for leftist sycophantic freaks, here we are. And then I sit there and I'm done with, my little moment of, going into my tirade, and then I go, so comes a close, my intellectual fusillade. Again, just playing it up. And then I say, keep seething, nose ring hanging, chromosome bending, happy hole gaping, married to a used up to wokies. Now, what is a happy hole? Nobody knows, but it's gaping, that's for sure. And again, there's nothing wrong with actually saying that. No matter how you want to twist your interpretation, there's nothing wrong with saying that. But even if you want to take it in the way that's the worst interpretation, which it's only worse because the leftists, apparently they own the complete landscape of communication that we have here. Apparently, whatever they find as offensive must be deemed as absolutely offensive. They must have complete ultimatum, supreme authority over what people are allowed to say and not say. So anyways, but maybe saying nose ring hanging, that's also somehow offensive. Whatever. And then chromosome bending? Come on. Again, go F yourself. And then I do some emojis just, to be a little bit cheeky about it. Then I say, I depart. My anime waifu has finished recharging. Now again, that can have a bunch of connotations. And even at the worst, there's nothing wrong with any of this. And let's be very clear about this. There's nothing wrong here. And for many years, this was never wrong. It's up until the left got power over economy, over culture. Now they want to sit here and they want to make up the rules. And they want to say that you're right and you're wrong. And they just want to make up who's allowed to speak and not allowed to speak. And if they ever don't like what it is that you say or think, they make up new rules to say that this is disallowed. This is unacceptable. And then these people sit there and they will literally say in these reviews, by the way, why are you bringing politics into it, bro? Because you enforce based on politics, you piece of filth who should be absolutely... You should be ruled by the death penalty. You should absolutely be punished by the death penalty. You absolutely deserve nothing more or less than death penalty, because you sit here and you believe that you can infringe on the First Amendment. Death penalty. Screw yourself. So anyways, listen, you got a lot of people who are allowed to speak, and it's because they're not actually sharing their full thoughts, okay? Again, look at the people in here that are actually getting likes on their reviews. These are the people who are apolitical. And why is it that the apolitical are allowed to speak their mind? Because, right, anyone, now of course some of these people are going to be a little bit more direct than others, but you have to dance around it because you're not allowed your actual speech. Look at all these guys and what they're saying. Just look. You're not hearing them say anything really about DEI. You're not hearing anything about woke. I mean, I'm sure, okay, Corpies had their hands all over this. So I'm sure some people in here are going to be making fun of the people saying wokeness and anti-wokeness and whatever. But most of these people, these are the people allowed to speak their mind. Everyone like me, they get silenced, they get censored. And now Microsoft has, I guess they've changed their method where you get to still see your review, but they're going to take it down and maybe do something to your account. Again, customer, sharing my thoughts. I have the absolute authority to speak my mind how I please. How dare you do anything to silence me? Let's see. Okay, so here we go. This person's allowed to speak their mind. Gee, I wonder why they're saying a real review when you look through the review section here. Hey there, thumbs up this so people can see a real review, please? Question mark. How about you don't silence the opposition? How about that, you little freaking tard? The game is a third-person hero game with tower defense and trap mechanics. It promises hordes and delivers just so. Stop being a shill, man. It has roguelike elements. This is what these people do. They exaggerate what the game is supposed to be rather than what you actually are delivered through the quality of the content. This is what they do. They're like, it's a tower defense with trap mechanics. It's super good because it's just what it is. It's supposed to be that, and it is what it is. Yeah, it has low content, less content than the previous games. This is supposed to be a standalone game, and it barely has any content. It sucks. Anyways, it has roguelike elements with the card and map system that change gameplay with each run. Yeah, it's not really that in-depth, and it's kind of annoying. Could have been better done. There is very minor hero customization and weapon diversity, which hopefully will come later on. Sophia is capable of switching melee and ranged on the fly. There's no reason the other heroes couldn't do the same with weapons to obtain later. I agree. Sophia's the best character in the game. The cat, the degenerate furry cat character. Best character, and gee, I wonder if the developers had a hard-on for Sophia as a character, and that's why she's the best character in the game. Literally has lifesteal. Has higher crit chance than the other characters, as I understand, which is just more damage, and is more versatile and can go ranged and also melee. So yeah, what the frick. And the other characters, dude, like the ranged characters that don't have lifesteal, for some reason those characters, by the way, they have some of them have very low accuracy with their weapons. It's just weird. So I don't get it, but whatever. I mean, clearly Sophia is just overpowered for whatever reason. Moving on. Do the same with the weapons to obtain later. This could be done through their hero leveling tree. In the same realm, traps can also receive permanent upgrades. The permanent upgrades are terrible, by the way. It barely changes the traps. And a variety can be brought through a vendor at the fortress. Overall, the game has a lot growing to do, but it is good, fun, and that's what matters. Here we go, to those crying, DEI. So don't you love that they're allowed their voice? They're allowed to say what they're saying, but the people allowed to speak are the people who are trashing on those who call out the DEI. And those who call out the DEI and make fun of retards like this who say that you're crying, because this is disrespectful. Just disregarding your argument and saying that you're crying. They're trying to, what? They're trying to make you out to be a child, a baby. You're crying for calling out something for exactly what it is, for calling a dog a dog. You're a child, for calling reality out for what it is. I'm no fan of it either. So then why are you saying crying, you little freaking piece of filth? Death penalty for you, you piece of filth. Let me dislike this, because apparently it's the only thing I can do at this point, right? Screw you. To those crying DEI, I'm no fan of it either, but you're digging too deep. No, and no. It's a black woman in a bright yellow dress with a shotgun. Okay? Yes, no, let's be very clear. All the characters are either a bunch of furries, or, because that's clearly what it is, it's animals that are supposed to be regarded as people. They don't sound like animals, they just sound like people who happen to be animals, okay? That is clearly for furries. Once you see the DEI, you know what it is. On top of that, everyone just looks like a bunch of hipsters. One chick looks like a dude. She looks like a freaking gender-bending weirdo, okay? Then you have another guy. He looks like a freaking gay, okay? They look like liberal college students. That's what they look like. You know clearly that liberals made the characters in this game. You look at the characters from Orcs Must Die 1 and 2, and you know that they're very different. You have sexy women in the previous games. They all look like conventional men and women. Also white, by the way. Then for some reason in the future games, we're getting, in the last game, Orcs Must Die 3, they made one character, I think she's like a Mexican or something, I don't know. But she's not a white chick. They clearly did that for DEI reasons. Then they also have a black male character. Again, there are no, white men or women except for the sorceress chick for feminism reasons. And the freaking dude, he's just gone. And in this game, he's a freaking joke. And the woman is still a girl boss babe that she's, she's planning over the war map and she's just the boss. This is feminism. You do not need to be told this propaganda to see the propaganda, okay? It's very clear where these people line up, the developers. And yes, they have a black woman in the game. When clearly, the basis of this game is white people. Again, slowly white people are being removed out of games, and they're just more and more throwing in the melting pot. And by the way, multiculturalism. This is what it is. And yes, that is wokeness. So again, screw you. And that's what people are fed up with. And yes, it is DEI having the black woman in the game. I don't care that she smiles. I don't care that she's largely, she doesn't look like a freaking DEI sycophant. Does not matter. It is DEI. Screw yourself. And that's why people are calling it DEI. They're calling a dog and a cat a cat. Go bone yourself. I look forward to more heroes and expanding on our current classes. Give it a play. Why is the game not finished at release? Why are there going to be more characters? Why do we not get sufficient content at release? Less content again, by the way, than the previous game. They didn't even port over all of the traps from the previous game. What the frick? Well, anyways, look at this. Everyone that sits there and they call out the wokeness, they all used to be here. You don't see them anymore. I wonder why that's the case. I wonder why. Again, look at this. No one's sitting here. Or orcs must DEI. Yeah, exactly. Well, this one person, but they got away with it. Why? These reviews promise me an opening with a lesbian, a strong black woman, a stocky bear lady. Wait, it's a woman? Oh, what? No way. I don't remember if it was a dude or woman, actually, yeah. And a butch. Yeah, and a butch. Yeah, just... Oh, no. What do you mean, and no men? So he mean... Okay, so the dude that looks like a homosexual, yeah, he might as well be a lesbian, right? So the only way you can get away with it is a 5-star review, and then you just... You play off that you're the position... This is the insane level of censorship on the right. They have to mock the position of a lefty, being like, I thought I was getting a lesbian and a strong black woman. You have to literally play up what the left wants to see and what the left believes in. You have to literally play to their ethics if you're not going to be silenced. This is ridiculous. This person is the only person so far allowed to speak about the DEI. There's a bunch of other people who spoke about it. I read the reviews. Myself included, we all got silenced. Wow. And it's only this person that's allowed to speak about DEI. And how far did I have to dig into this? Anyways, and no men. Okay, they're correct on everything they said. Although, I don't know about... They didn't mention the cat, which is for the furries, but whatever. None of those things were true. The black woman didn't appear to be particularly strong. At no... That's funny that... Again, you have to play to their ethics. You can't just say it for what it is. You have to play up the joke. You have to make a parody of your own position against the... You have to make a parody of yourself and your own position, but also make a parody of the left, right? You have to play this center playing game here. You have to play this weird middle ground where you can't be offensive. Oh no. But you're still it's tongue-in-cheek, you're still making a joke of it. This is ridiculous. You're silencing so many people that this is the only person allowed to speak their mind. Someone that's painfully dancing around the topic and the issue. This is unacceptable. The black woman didn't appear to be particularly strong. At no point was anyone's sexuality mentioned. Heck, both the butch and the bear woman were dudes. Again, see, just making a parody of the whole thing. That's the only way that you're allowed to speak. This is ridiculous. This is... Dude, there are so many reviews I read where they were like, DEI trash, DEI, DEI, DEI. Silence, silence, silenced. You don't see them here anymore. My review, you saw it, but it has no dislikes or likes. Because why? They took it down. So there's a bunch of people who called this stuff out, and they're getting silenced. Unacceptable. They're forced. Okay. They are enforcing who's allowed in the conversation and out. They are enforcing whose opinion is allowed to be aired and who's not. So they're playing a joke on both sides is what it looks like, right? Kind of a little bit. It looks like they're trying to more or less trash the left more than the right, but they're still trying to play it super safe here. Heck, both the Butch and the Bear Woman were dudes because heaven forbid we have an all-woman cast. Okay, again, they're really trying to play with the middle ground so hard here. And it's the only way that you can get a review through. This is ridiculous. No thanks to all the DEI and forced diversity, they have to make it an even gender split. Yes, exactly. No, absolutely. But again, they're having to make fun of both sides here so that they can actually have a review posted up. Man, us ultra woke lesbians can't have anything. This is so pathetic. Like, playing to the painful middle like this, this is just, oh man. I'm just gonna, out of principle of what they're doing, I'm disliking this. Even though that means almost nothing. Whatever. On a more serious note, not a fan of the current menu navigation, and I think it is kind of lacking on the graphics side of things. Yeah, the graphics are bad. But I think the character designs are solid. No, they're not. No, it's lazy and it looks like trash. If you watched the opening and start frothing at the mouth and crying about woke or whatever, don't leave a... So, the people who make fun of and they infantilize the anti-woke crowd, look at this. And this is why I made my review. This is why I said DEI, and this is why I played it up. Now you understand. You see? You see? This is why I spoke the way I did. I did nothing wrong, but isn't that weird that I did nothing wrong, but they're the ones allowed to speak? These absolute pieces of filth. Frothing at the mouth. So this person, again, they played the painful middle, and then they do that so that they can get away with saying that you're crying about woke or whatever. Don't leave a post crying about it on public forum. Oh, it's a public forum, and you're not allowed to share your thoughts on a public forum, and that you must be silenced. And only the people who agree or are complete cocks and indifferent to wokeness, they're the only ones allowed to hear about this. They're the only ones allowed to speak about this. They're the only ones allowed in the conversation. You need to be kicked out. And this is why Reddit is the way it is. This is why. It's a freaking hell pot of freaking leftists. Screw you, Microsoft. Death penalty, you pieces of filth. Leave a post crying about it on public forums. It makes it real obvious you don't go outside. Oh, now you don't go outside. So again, they can make up, they can defame you, and they can make fun of you however they wish and please. By the way, there's a bunch of retards in here that calls everyone a bunch of incels and all that nonsense. Again, a made-up term by leftists so that they can make fun of you because you don't align to their politics. Because you don't want to get with freaking feminists, by the way. Oh, you're an incel. Oh, you don't get sex. Oh, we're gonna make fun of you. No, I just don't want to be with your feminist whores. I play games to escape from whiny babies. There you go. That melt at the sight of pronoun options. Fuck you, you piece of living fucking shit. Fuck your ass. I swear to God, when the revolution happens, I will not fucking cry for your bitch ass when it fucking happens. I will not fucking cry for you because you a little fucking piece of shit. Fuck yourself. These fucking pieces of shit, they sit here and they will shit on fucking right-wingers and you get silenced. They don't. They can shit on you and you don't even have a right to make fun of them. I didn't say anything wrong. I made a joke of this as a right-winger. Or, right-wing adjacent, whatever. Whatever is the fuck right-wing today. I sit here and I make a joke out of all this, but I get silenced. And then this person is a disrespectful piece of trash towards right-wingers. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna report it. Because you guys freaking do it, you pieces of filth. So how about all harassment? I'm gonna do it. And I'm just gonna say, bullying, right wing, because let's play your retard freaking politics. Let's do it. Bullying right wing gamers. That's what I'm gonna do. Because fuck you and fuck your dipshit ass, you piece of fucking shit. Fuck you. Fuck you. Absolutely fuck yourself. Fuck yourself. Fuck yourself. You're a piece of living fucking shit. It's either freedom of speech and everyone's allowed to speak their mind, or you're going to silence your opposition. You get to make fun of the other side. But the other side doesn't get to make fun of you. Rules for thee and not for me. And then these fucking dipshits, they'll sit there and they'll make fun of right-wingers and they'll shit on right-wingers. They'll sit there and they'll say that you're in the wrong. Oh, these right-wingers, they're so extreme. These right-wingers this, these right-wingers that. And then you silence them and then you make fun of them. You play it up that you're the victim. And then here you are. You're the only ones allowed at the table. You get to control the narrative because when the right wing, when they speak their mind, they get silenced. How dare you? How dare you? Death penalty. You infringed the First Amendment. Death penalty. You deserve nothing less or more. Here we go. Here's another person that talks about DEI. Oh look, bad reviews are babbling. Don't listen to bad reviews. Game's fun and funny. No, it's not. Again, these shills. These people just shill. And then this person, don't listen to the 1-star reviews. Almost all the 1-stars are basically complaining that it's DEI simply because there are characters that aren't white or straight. Yes, and by the way, American company. Yes, America, a white country. And yes, by the way, being homosexual is absolutely degenerate. Let's call it for what it is. But you are against God. You are against the Bible. So of course, you have a problem with straight people. Of course you are. And by the way, there's a bunch of degeneracy, and I've already spoken about this in previous videos. There's a bunch of degeneracy that comes with homosexuality that no one wants to talk about. Yes, it's a problem. Yes, it crumbles civilizations, including Rome and Greece, and many others before that as well. And yeah, by the way, American games by American companies should have white characters and predominantly white characters because it's a white country. And right now, white countries are getting replaced. And that is unacceptable. That is why people have had enough and that's why they're calling this out. But here you are, crashing on right-wingers. And this is the only type of person allowed their voice in their mind. Hate to break it to ya. Oh, here we go, being disrespectful, but they're allowed to be disrespectful. You're not. But you should go outside. Oh, again, with their bullshit arguments, fuck your ass. And again, when the revolution comes, you will get fucking rounded up, you piece of fucking shit. Hate to break it to you, but you should go outside sometime and see the world. Not everybody is white. Yeah, and that's the fucking problem. That's the fucking problem. Because countries right now are getting invaded. That's the fucking problem, you fucking piece of shit. Not everybody is white, nor is everybody straight. And including that in games or movies. And yeah, by the way, that's a problem. It isn't trying to force anything onto you other than making the characters reflective of real life. You're acting like it's reflective of real life. There's a cat and a fucking bear in the game, you fucking retard. And also, so now games need to be reflective of real life? What is real life, you piece of shit? What? People used to be thin, now they're fat. So what, we just need to be reactive to the real world? The real world? Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Of real life and representing as much of it as possible. You can't handle that? Go join up with the rest of the snowflakes and melt. So they fucking silence you, and then they call you snowflakes, they disrespect you, they call you names, they defame you. You don't even have a right to literally defend yourself. But these pieces of fucking shit, they get to say whatever they want. They get to say what they want. You are silenced. Why do you think the right wing speaks the way they do? Because you're a disrespectful little piece of fucking shit. Here we go. This, not great. Oh, it's a 2-star. This game is too geared towards multiplayer. No, no, there's no problem with that. You're a fucking retard. In the previous, this is the problem, is that now you have these people, because they want to make a political statement, they just make up problems with the game. They don't actually have any commentary on the game, so they just make up a problem. Oh, it's not the DEI that's a problem. It's just, it's too geared towards multiplayer. What do you mean? That's not the problem. You can play multiplayer or single player. Stop being a fucking retard. You're afraid to talk about the politics, so you're just easing into it here. This is what people do. In the previous entry, you could play alone very easily. You can still play alone, dumbass. I played alone. However, this game ramped up the difficulty to 12. Sometimes, yes, but other times, no. I mean, just get smarter, retard. Without any lead up to it. As for the people claiming, again, oh, you're making it up. Again, the people who talk about DEI, they get silenced. Then these fucking retards, they have absolute on-block territory. They get to do carte blanche. They get to do whatever they want. As for the people claiming DEI, they need to realize that the rest of the world is diverse. So again, they get to control the conversation. So, this is the conversation now. oh, you guys are just ridiculous, and the rest of the world is diverse, and that this game is not only for Americans. There you go. There you go. And you just need to accept it, bro. Just accept it, bro. You don't have a right to speak for yourself. You don't have a right to push back and make fun of these fucking retards. Here we go. People are racist. Oh, now we get to be called racist again. Everyone complaining about DEI needs to go touch grass. All right, you little fucking piece of shit. Snowflake deterrent equals good. Oh, that's weird. So they get to call you a snowflake. They get to say that deterrent against you equals good. Oh, but I can't say equals bad. That's interesting. Isn't it interesting that these are the only people allowed to speak their mind? Fuck yourself. Fuck you little fucking retards. Fuck you. Isn't it interesting that these people, they don't get taken down? Isn't that interesting? They don't get harassed, fucking silenced. Oh, but the left, they will silence and they will harass the shit out of the right wing. Fuck you, you piece of fucking shit. Did y'all see that man-child Pussy say this game is bad because you can have blue hair? 5 stars for making a snowflake cry. There you go. There you go. There you go. They call you a man-child. They call you a pussy. They call you a snowflake that's crying. Fuck your dipshit ass. Fuck you. Fuck yourself. Fuck your ass. Fuck yourself. So I didn't even have to filter by positive because they silenced everyone that was negative. Unfucking believable. Unbelievable. And this guy, he just says wokeness is too much. Leave your leftist ideology out of games. So you have to just say it. You can't say anything more. You can't elaborate. You just have to say wokeness and leave leftist ideology out of games. It's not offensive enough, right, to get silenced. Again, you're not allowed to call it out for what it is. You're not allowed to say what I said. Nothing wrong with what I said. But because they own the conversation, they get to determine everything. You understand that if the right wing actually had ownership over the conversation, and they absolutely deserve at this point to do so, that they can sit there and silence you for being a homosexual, that they can silence you for being a leftist, for all the things that you stand for, multiculturalism, being diverse, and all this dog shit, for being a progressive, you could get silenced. And you deserve to get silenced. And I can't believe that right now the right wing has fucking control and power, and they still don't do anything. Because they would rather get fucking shit on by these fucking retards. See this guy, no, woke. This is all you're allowed to do, just say no and woke. You're not allowed to say what I said. You're not allowed to go into detail. They are allowed to go into detail, but you're not. There's no progressive storyline. He means just whatever. I am so sick and tired of these fucking people. And then this guy says, I see comments on politics related to the game. How are politics related to the game? Surprise, they aren't. Shh. There you go. And then just says, go silence yourself. Okay, you little fucking piece of shit. Okay. And again, this is the only type of person allowed their voice. They don't get taken down, but everyone else does. Unfucking believable. And yes, it's about politics. The fact that everyone that is pushing back on the DEI is getting silenced. It's about politics, you piece of fucking living shit. Fuck you. And you wonder why there's anti-woke people. You wonder why. You wonder why. You wonder why. You fucking piece of shit. And then they sit there, they treat you like a child, and they just tell you to silence yourself. Oh, I'm sorry, but if you don't silence yourself, then they silence you for you. Fuck you. So is there anywhere? Dude, I saw a bunch of anti-woke reviews. Literally yesterday. Before I made this video. Before I got the email that said that I got fucking silenced. What the hell, man? Well, orcs must die. I hope you're glad that you embraced DEI. I hope you're glad, you pieces of fucking living shit. I hope you're happy. Your franchise is dead. You don't have sexy white women anymore in your game. You don't have straight white men as your characters in your game anymore. You changed your characters to DEI. And yeah, it's DEI, you little fucking pieces of shit. Fucking get used to it. You are fucking DEI. Get used to it. You can make fun of us all you fucking want for calling out the fucking DEI, but it doesn't remove the fact that you are fucking wokies. Fuck you, and I will never bend the knee to your fucking bullshit. Go fuck yourself. You're a bunch of goddamn fucking morons. Go fuck yourself. They're allowed their voice, you're not allowed yours. They get to silence you, you don't get to silence them. If you do silence them, then it's a humanitarian crisis. If you do silence them, then there's a problem. Then it's human rights violation. Oh, that's interesting that the rules always matter for the left. Trump signed executive orders and they did fucking shit all. What the fuck, man? Are you kidding me? And you know, you look at the characters from the previous games and people are acting like somehow they're fooling themselves that the characters are no different in this game. We don't have sexy women anymore that have huge breasts and cleavage. We don't have that anymore. We had a fire mage chick named Smolder. She was also hot, and also Gabriella in the previous games. We don't have that anymore. And you're telling me there's no difference. You're telling me this isn't DEI, even though the women are not hot, sexy, and attractive in this game and the previous game. And now we have a diversity crew instead of white people. And yeah, that fucking matters, you pieces of fucking shit. Looking through other reviews, I see a lot about DEI and the characters, and I see their point. Most of them look goofy and weird, but it doesn't impact the gameplay. So again, you don't see those reviews anymore, by the way, because they got removed. But this guy, now, he has no likes or dislikes. I don't know what that means. But clearly, because he doesn't say much about it, he's allowed. There are so many people that mentioned this, and now they're all gone. I don't see any of their fucking reviews. This guy. Without taking others' opinions, I didn't like the DEI mess. I think the character design is awful. Yes, it is awful. But he just says DEI mess. He doesn't go into detail. The other guys, they sit there and they're like, just screw DEI. I don't like your DEI nonsense. And they're all gone now. Everyone that... Oh, it's only these guys that are now allowed to have their position for some reason. I think the character design is awful and the performance is not great, but everyone says that. Yeah, so anyway, whatever, man. I am so done with the left. I am so done with them. I am so done. I am done with these sycophantic pieces of living shit. I am done with them, and I fucking had it, man. I fucking had it. Oh, look at this. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yet another person making fun. The new characters are amazing. No, they're not. Stop being a fucking This is why this company's going to lose money. They're going to shut down their studio. Doing shit like this, you are going to fucking fail. Go woke, go fucking broke. You can keep on making fun of the rest of us. Saying go woke, go broke makes us fucking clowns. But you know what? You always go fucking broke. You always, every time you go woke, you always go fucking broke. It always happens for you. Because that's the fucking reality. So as much as we don't lie, you do. And when you lie, you can think that the optics are on your side because you silence everyone else. You can think the optics are on your side because you're tolerant of everything, including criminals, including everything that disintegrates civilization, that has destroyed Greece and Rome. You will stand for shit that will destroy your own way of life, but you don't care. You don't care about mass immigration and all the bullshit it brings in. You don't care about criminality. You don't care about inflation. You don't care about the problems that occurs to you because you are fucking with the optics. You love all the problems that you bring upon society as long as the optics are on your side. As long as you tell yourself you're a good person. As long as you're virtuous, you don't care that you're getting fucked in the ass. Fuck you. Here we go, though. They have to be disrespectful again, like a little fucking cunt. I really enjoy seeing so many varied options to play as. Yeah, you fucking degenerate. Sure beats playing as Neckbeard the Warrior in Escape from Incel Land 5. I still live at home. Oh wow, you're so funny. Oh, that's right, there's no such game as that. And by the way, the fucking game that you call Neckbeard, yeah, it's called Ninja Gaiden. It's called Stellar Blade. It's called People Are Actually Attractive. And yeah, they're from a desirable race of people that, for specifically, everyone, even the melanated countries, so many fucking Indians, blacks, all these fucking melanin people, they always want to get with the fucking whites. And then you still sit here saying stupid shit like this. Yet even the browns, they want to get with the fucking whites. So shut the fuck up. White people, they want to procure themselves for fellow white people. They want their white countries to be white. White men, they want to get with white women. There's nothing fucking wrong with that. But you're going to call them neckbeards. And you're going to say that they're incels over that fucking shit. And they still live at home because they want to live as white people. They want to live in a white country and they want to be with white women. How fucking dare you to even say stupid shit like this? Because you don't say this shit when black people want to be with black people and etc for the other races. You only say this because you hate white people, you piece of fucking living shit. Fuck you, you fucking woke ass. Fuck yourself. And they say that you don't get laid because you want to stand up for fucking white people in a white country. What a fucking dipshit this guy is. And by the way, they love to do this where it's like because you're not a woke leftist that you lose your job and you get canceled. So now that you're canceled and you don't have a job anymore, you live at home, right? You live at home. Oh, so now they can make fun of you. You live at home. You are an incel because no woman wants to get with a guy that doesn't have a job, right? So they create this reality for you. And they will do this no matter what. They will do everything they can to silence you, to ruin your career. Again, if they can't take away your job, they will cancel you. They will do whatever it takes to utilize the economy to reinforce their position, which then therefore reinforces what? Your sexual prospects with women, which then does what? It also reinforces your prospects for housing. It does everything. And then they make fun of you. They create the fucking villain. And then they make fun of you because they do this to so many men. They ruin their income. There are so many men that because they don't toe the line, the leftist line, they get #MeToo'd and all this fucking bullshit, bunch of made up allegations. And then they are professors. They are experts. Literally, I've read so many articles on this where a bunch of professors, a bunch of men who are esteemed in their field. This could be astrologers, this can be physicists, this can be psychologists, this is so many different fields. And they're all, well now, it's been a while now, but they all got canceled by fake fucking allegations or because they said, they made a joke that was racially insensitive. Fuck you and how you fucking Marxist, you fucking utilize the economy to push your fucking politics. And then when you impoverish your fucking political opposition, you call them all these words to make fun of them. You are allowed to shit on people, but the other side, they're not allowed to shit on you. Fuck yourself. These people are the absolute expressions of pure evil, and I have nothing for them. And when the revolution comes, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see how you're rounded up because you absolutely deserve it. And check this out right here. So this is one of the reviews that I saw. So a lot of these guys got silenced and censored clearly. However, this is actually one of the guys that I saw originally, and apparently he's actually here. So you just have to dig super deep, and obviously he has 0 likes and dislikes, so he got shadow banned. That's what happened. So anyways, he's out there and said, not OMD, which is orcs must die, which is true. And then he says, the LGBT and furry community, thank you for your child's attention. No longer in every one game because this definitely caters to weird people society wants no part of. The gameplay is bad, like others said as well. Okay, no punctuation is terrible, but who cares? He's correct on everything that he said there. But guess what? It's so interesting that he doesn't have any likes or dislikes on his post. Why is that? And again, there's a bunch of people in here have been silenced. A bunch of people have been silenced in here. Now you can see a lot of these people. DEI intro says it all. White man bad. Yes, that's true. So you see a lot of these people. Again, there's a lot of people that got silenced, but you can see some of the people calling out the DEI nonsense. You can see that they're tucked deep within here. It's unfucking believable. It's unfucking believable. Interesting. It's interesting. Very interesting. So man, anyways, you have to go super deep to see some of the people calling out the DEI. You have to go super deep. And it's only the people who are super passive and they're middle of the road. They don't have any convictions of any kind, right? They're painfully middle ground, or they're just blatantly disrespectful, but they pack it deep within the review. Those are the only people allowed their voice. Those are the only people. The people who actually sit there and they stand for anything, they get heavily censored or whatever. Xbox themselves, they remove you, they silence you, or you get downvoted by a bunch of fucking activists, whatever it is. It's not even that. Again, you get shadow banned, but regardless, there's a bunch of people, they don't leave likes on these comments because these fucking leftist freaks, the only thing they have to do with their life is to sit here and downvote all the fucking right-wingers. Because that's another thing they will do, by the way. That is something that leftists actually do. They will downvote you religiously because they have nothing else to go on. They say that you don't have a job. They say all this stupid shit. But then yet, look at them, these fucking pieces of shit. They are the ones that treat their political activism as a job. Because guess what? They don't have jobs unless, what? They invade companies. That's the only way. Anyways, guys, that's enough from me. Fuck these people. It is not often that I just absolutely lose my temper, but this is just one of those circumstances where it's like, fuck yourself, literally fuck yourself, Microsoft, fuck yourself, these platforms. This is why there's an anti-woke movement. This is why people are calling this shit out. This is why they're fed up. This is why they are fed up with seeing brown or black people in games. Because you fuckers, you invade these companies, you change the characters from white to brown and black, and then, once you're done replacing people, then when people call it out, you silence them. And then when people are fed up with being made fun of, and being spoken down to, and being infantilized, and then they make fun of you, they get silenced. This is a vicious cycle of wokeness. People are fucking fed up with it. They have fucking had it. And this is why you are fucking hated. This is why you're despised. And you can make fun of people all you want, but you are still fucking wrong, and you are still despicable, and you will be rounded up in the revolution, because for as long as you are tyrannical, the revolution will come for you.